this will be posted on a Monday motivation. So it is going to be a little bit motivating just because this is a very unusual Easter, and this is how it is for most people. It's just Noah and I. We're not doing anything with our family, sadly, but we are still cooking and obviously recognizing what the day is. But the day was not going to go unrecognized. We do obviously have a podcast that our pastor is doing, so we're going to listen to that a little bit probably after we eat dinner, because Noah needs to get some rest before work anyway. We're just going to relax and we're going to listen to that. Obviously, like I said, we're cooking, and I'll kind of show you what we're cooking. It's very simple, but something that's delicious and of course recognizes the day. So here I got some onions caramelizing, or whatever you would call it. Some squash I'm going to put in there. I have some corn that's ready to go on the grill, and Noah is doing chicken quarters. Let me show you him. Got some grapes I gotta wash. He's back there. No, I don't know where he's at, but anyway, on the grill we have some chicken quarters. So while we're waiting for the food to cook, we had to make the dreaded grocery store trip, but while we were there I got this Stoke cold brew coffee. Oh, spilled that. And I'm just gonna make me a glass. I've never had this brand before, but it seems like it's gonna be good. So beautiful. Coffee is such an art. Oh, this is so good. Delicious. That was a great buy. So if you ever wondered if you needed to buy the Stoke or the Starbucks, try the Stoke. It's cheaper. Not too shabby of an Easter meal on our fine china and our fine utensils, but I'm gonna go ahead and dive in because it's actually really delicious. So we ate our lunch and it was super delicious, but I wanted to show you this little tip here. Hello, focus. Okay, so I got these really cheap meal prep containers from Walmart a while ago, and they are perfect if you have a bunch of leftovers that you can make into individual meals, so you don't have to continuously take out a container, get some out, blah, blah, blah. You just literally open the lid, throw it in the microwave. Ta-da. So let me show you what these look like. So I have literally, it's where you can put your meat, your two sides, or however you want to do it. So we had 5 leftover chicken quarters. I'm actually packaging up one for my dad just so he has Easter dinner to take to work tonight. My mom, this is not really her type of meal, so she's fine. And then Noah, he likes mashed potatoes, so I have 2 things of mashed potatoes for him if he wants that. And then myself, I like squash and then a side of mashed potatoes. I'm cooking some more mashed potatoes up here in just a second. But these are awesome. I think I got like maybe 10 or more for like 15 bucks or less. But this is a big time saver, so definitely consider doing this with your leftovers. So I don't know about y'all, but after we went to the grocery store, I realized we waste so much food, like leftover wise. So this is why this is such a huge deal to me. I feel like this helps so much with saving food without it going to waste, because it goes to waste way too much. And that's, I mean, that's obviously money going down the drain or into the trash can. And I'm like, if there's a way that we can save money without having to throw our groceries away because they go bad or something, or we just lose track of time to eat them, I'm gonna do it. And so getting these containers help so much. So see, you just put your food in here, you grab the lid, and then there you go. And you just eat on it until it's gone. Obviously, I would eat it probably within 3 to 4 days. However, whatever you feel comfortable with until you don't feel like food's good anymore. But you just put it in there, put it in the fridge, and then it's grab and go. Super easy. If you would like a meal prep video, just comment down below and I can definitely get started on that. And usually when I do meal prep, I like to do healthier meals just because it's, I don't know, in general I always like to make sure I have a protein and a vegetable and then some kind of carb depending on what the meal is. But comment down below, let me know, and I can do that. Okay, so with it being Easter, I thought it would be appropriate to go ahead and read the resurrection story, at least a glimpse of it, out of my Bible. This is the English Standard Version, and we're starting with Mark Mark 16:1, and the title is The Resurrection. When the Sabbath was past, Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James, and Solomon bought spices so that they might go and anoint Jesus. And very early on, the first day of the week, when the sun had risen, they went to the tomb. And they were saying to one another, "Who will roll away the stone from the entrance of the tomb?" And looking up, they saw that the stone had been rolled back, and it was large. And entering this tomb, they saw a young man sitting on the edge in a white robe. And they were alarmed. And he said to them, "Do not be alarmed. You seek Jesus of Nazareth, who was crucified, and he has risen. He is not here. See the place where they laid him. But go and tell his disciples and Peter that he is going before you to Galilee. And there you will see him, just as he told you." And they went out and fled from the tomb, for trembling and astonishment had seized them, and they said nothing to anyone, for they were afraid. Now when he rose early on the first day of the week, he appeared first to Mary Magdalene, from whom he had cast out 7 demons. She went and told those who had been with him, as they mourned and wept. But when they heard that he was alive and he had been seen by her, they would not believe it. After these things, he appeared in another form to 2 of them, as they were walking into the country, and they went back and told the rest, but they did not believe him. They did not believe them. Afterward, he appeared to the 11 themselves, as they were reclining at the table, and he rebuked them for the unbelief and hardness of heart, because they did not believe those who saw him after he had risen. And he said to them, "Go into the world and proclaim the gospel to the whole creation. Whoever believes and is baptized will be saved, but whoever does not believe will be condemned. And these signs will accompany those who believe. And in my name they will cast out demons. They will speak in new tongues. They will pick up serpents with their hands. And if they drink any deadly poison, it will not hurt them. They will lay their hands on the sick, and they will recover." So then the Lord Jesus, after he had spoken to them, was taken up to the heavens and sat down on the right hand of God. And they went out and preached everywhere, while the Lord worked with them and confirmed the message by accompanying signs. So that's just like a small portion, and I think it is always, not only should this be read on Easter, I think this should just be a known thing that should be refreshed pretty regularly, because we need to know the importance that God did die on the cross for us, and he did take away our sins. We sin every day. We sin more than what you think. And sometimes you're like, I didn't even know that was a sin, but sometimes it can be the littlest things, white lies. But I just wanted to read this to you, and hopefully this is just a good reminder for your Easter Sunday, and I hope that you take a look at it too with your family, or even for yourself, and just take a moment and realize just how much God did do for us. My sleepy baby. Is she been? Yeah. Hey girl. Hey. Just getting a little big in here, huh? Okay, so exciting dessert tonight. Some of y'all may or may not know that Disney World actually released their Dole Whip recipe. Now, it may not be their recipe, but it's definitely something you can make at home. So, on our dreaded grocery trip, I picked up items to make it. So I'm going to show you how to make it, and hopefully it turns out delicious. Okay, so I have my Ninja here. This is my Ninja food processor slash blender, so it can be whatever you want it to be. So since it's like a smoothie type, I'm just going to be using my Ninja food processor. I have the recipe here. So it calls for 4 ounces of pineapple juice, which I went ahead and got pineapple, the can, because I like pineapples anyway. So I was like, I'll just get the can with the pineapples in it. 2 cups of frozen pineapple chunks. I got this from, obviously, Walmart 3-pound bag, so I can have lots of this. And then you also need, let's see, a big scoop of vanilla ice cream. So I got Bluebell ice cream homemade vanilla. I got 2 of these, so like I said, I could have a bunch. But what you need is, we're gonna go ahead and start with the juice. So crack it open so you can get into the juice, but not too much. You need 4 ounces. So you measure here. Yep, it's about 4 ounces there. Okay, now you need 2 cups of frozen pineapple chunks. Let's see how to open it. It says like you can tear it or something. I don't even know. Y'all, don't let the bag be smarter than you. It says cut strip. Of course it does. Cut the strip here. All right, that's nice. Got a little sealable thing there. Okay, so you need 2 cups of pineapple chunks. Got 1. Now these are obviously frozen. That's what makes it like Dole Whip. And I'm gonna do 2. All right. Now for the ice cream. So I just got this out of the freezer. Hopefully it's soft. And it says just a bit, like 1 big scoop of ice cream. It says original Dole Whip is dairy free, but they say this is just as good. So obviously this is not their exact recipe. I don't know how it's dairy free, but all right. I say we do a little bit more. Oop. Okay. So let's see how this works. So the finished product, you can see it, it's like pineapple ice cream. That's kind of what Dole Whip is anyway, but it's, y'all, super delicious. So this is a little bit of a different Motivational Monday. Normally, I would like to do something productive and to encourage y'all to do it as well. But with it being Easter, I did not want to do too much. I just kind of wanted to reflect on the day. And so with doing, of course, a meal and the delicious dessert, I felt like that was great, just for a great Easter, and to, of course, focus on what the day was about, of course. But thank you for joining me in today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that bell button for future videos, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, you guys.